What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a day of some serious cope. That's right. From the podcast where he had a 25-minute meltdown about Detractors and Kino Casino, and the night stream where, of course, It's a Gundam was going to come in and they were going to just bury and torch him, which they did. It was amazing. And Doody posted some videos out there. You could definitely check them out. There's a lot of content. But yeah, Phil just spent his whole day with his tail stuck between his legs, feeling all sorry and oh, woe is me. And it was great. And of course, it led to this amazing, just cope-filled rant that lasted 25 minutes. Oh my lord. And then of course it culminated in the night stream, where the kick stream just went crazy. He ended up banning two of his kick mods, and there's videos about that. And it was just a great day. It was a great end to this amazing week that is the DSP Vortex. And if you're not caught up, you should definitely go and check it out. Spend the day off tomorrow watching some of that content because it's delicious. So let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Wrap.
On the podcast, we basically had a chill time talking about stuff, trying to figure out possibly what we want to do for future goals and the like. Got into a little bit of discussion around this bizarro vortex that's around me that I have nothing to do, from weirdo people who just waste their lives while I am sitting here doing completely positive content and refuse to buy into their garbage. Okay? And it was a fun conversation, quite frankly. The thing is, normal people would listen to that and be like, okay, get it. But these weirdos who are in that vortex would never get it because they're all mental up there. They're all sucked in and they refuse to see reason. Outsiders who look at the situation here look at it and are like, what is wrong with these fucking people, right? Anyway, the podcast was good. Then we jump back into Assassin's Greed Shadows. And
I'm going to stop there because that is some straight up cope there, Phil. Straight up cope. Every single person that's ever encountered you has said the same exact thing. So this isn't just me and a few nut jobs, as you like to claim that we are. These are literally thousands of people that have interacted with you and have had the same experience, Phil. We all can't be wrong. I'm sorry. You know, there comes a time where, okay, if there's one or two people or a bunch of people that don't like you and they have the same experience, fine. But when it's literally thousands and thousands of people that have the smallest interactions with you to the larger ones, like Pandely, Rambo, and so on, they all say the same damn thing, Phil. And it just comes to a point where you need to wake up, realize that it is you, not everyone else. It's you that's your problem. And you're 42 years old, bro. You're never going to change. You're going to remain the same, pathetic, coping, seething, losing people in your life, having to scrounge and beg for donations, having to essentially, put your life, you rely on the generosities of strangers. And if people wake up and say, you know what, why are we donating to this moron? Then you're going to be shit out of luck. Because I'm sorry, brother, you're 42 with no experience, no nothing. Every job you've ever held, you got fired from. You'll be working at Burger King or as a janitor. And I'm not even sure how well you do there. So anyway, let's keep going.
And quite frankly, Assassin's Creed Shadows today didn't really get much better than yesterday. First off, we played a whopping 3+ hours, and I'll explain why. Because, and as we played, okay, we never swapped from the character, the female character. No, I always forget her name. When I see her name, I know how to pronounce it, but as soon as I turn the game off, I forget her name. That's how memorable she is. Seriously. So anyway, in regards to that, never switched the character. Basically, today, realized that the only real way to make advancement in this game is that you have to do the open world content, meaning you have to take over bases by killing samurai or looting or looking at viewpoints. You have to explore different areas for hidden treasure. You have to fight and level up so that you can get new ability points. If you don't do all of that, basically you can't advance in the game. Like, you'll advance in the story, but as soon as you get to a thing that's a higher level than you, you're screwed. You need to be constantly doing all of the content you encounter in the environment, because if you don't, you're not leveled enough to actually make enough progress and beat the game. So you'll basically soft lock yourself, you see? And so I spent a good amount of time, I'd say like 2 hours, doing this kind of content, taking over bases and the like. All along, as I'm doing this, the cutscenes have not gotten any better. They're actually just as bad. I'm now noticing, not only during the cutscenes do all the characters lower their visual quality and go to 30 frames, they're all frozen. Go watch the cutscenes of this game. I swear to God, every character just stands perfectly still like this. They don't move. It's like they're mannequins. So the only thing they actually motion captured was faces. They didn't motion capture any bodies. I'm at a loss. I don't really understand. That's really weird to me. Anyway, game crashed multiple times today, probably at least two times, sometimes in critical missions, but luckily there were good autosave checkpoints.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
All right, so I feel like I need to comment, but I'm not going to spend much time. Yeah, Assassin's Creed was boring. Let's move on to the next subject, which is God, Phil, you're so super boring. You know what? Let's move it along here. Let's try to find the next story here, okay?
Hey, then it works. But the whole point of the smoke bomb is to distract the open world that's just really uninspired. I ordered it and I'm playing and I'm looking food. I didn't have time to upload before that make it not very fun. So food showed up. DSP tries it, went well. In fact, listen. Okay, private lobbies. Started playing against the first person, Tony. Many times it showed me. And
right.
he's like, this fucking connection, these netcode.
Right
literally, weekly. We would go to arcades. I played VDO lunch. So now when you watch, you can actually say, gee, will DSP win? It was actually great back and forth. Right? Now, sadly, as I was playing, you're going to have a great time with.
Alrighty, here it is, folks. We're going to listen to him cope. I just cut through the whole nonsense about Street Fighter. He lost to everyone. I think he may have beaten one person like twice out of like 15 matches. And then he lost to another competitor like, I don't know, 11-3 or something like that. He's terrible at the game. And of course, netcode, blah, blah, blah. It's the same nonsense. You get tired of repeating yourself over and over again. So Doody won't. So let us move on to the next subject here, which is, of course, the kick chat, the drama, which is just great. And of course, the cope and seething from our boy Phil.
With them because they were top quality stuff this time. All right. Now, sadly, as I was playing Marvel tonight, an insane amount of trolls came in and started dominating both chats. It was revealed that two of the moderators that I had in kick chat were not going to moderate any further because of my fallout with Kino Casino. Instead, what they did is they just stood there doing absolutely nothing. As no lie, like 100 trolls came in and started spamming my chat, so it was unusable. So then I said, well, I'm just going to turn this kick stream off for now. So I did. Then they came in and said, oh, gee, what happened? What happened? And then as soon as I turned it back on, they left again. So they're gone. I unmodded them. I banned them. They're not coming back. They're two pieces of human fucking feces who are trying to pretend that they're going to help and they're not. And I don't want those kind of people in my business or my environment. They're gone. They're shit canned. The thing is, we do have plenty of legit mods. They just weren't around tonight. Okay? So it is what it is. I was trying to basically play these high-level matches while one man running the stream. So it was very tough. Like with VDO, there was an entire match where I didn't even have the character order or anything selected right. So I just threw the magic, just take it. So it sucked because it really wasn't a legit 1st to 10. I'm not saying he wouldn't have won. I'm just saying it would have been great to actually have mods to help me. So I need to make sure next time when I do fighting games that moderators are there. Because if not, I'm never going to be able to play a fighting game. They know I can't look at the chat to moderate. So they just, take advantage, right? Anyway, it sucked. But at the same time, not only, by the end of the night, we had like over $100 to support. And then Dr. Lexus came in and dropped an insane amount of subs, which is what you were seeing during this daily wrap. He dropped so many subs. He dropped 45 subs. It took that long, like it kept coming. So it took that long for all those pop-ups to end. So we hit 2 goals tonight, which means we're now at 72 out of 80. So I'm not here tomorrow, but when we come back on Sunday, we have to have a serious conversation about what we're going to do for our next goal. What should be the next DSP tries it? It's going to be something fast foody because we now haven't done that in several weeks, right? We have. It was been, we had a fun marathon, right? Then we had stupid Girl Scout cookies. We've been doing all these other stuff. It's going to go back to fast food this time. So we got to figure out what it's going to be. And we got to seriously start talking about what's going to be the 100 goals reward. You would think, oh, do a marathon, except I'm going to do a marathon for my birthday anyway. So it seems like we need to figure out what the next thing is, right? Like, what can we do? Because we're getting there now. We're at 72, only like 20 some more. We're there. So we're going to be there sooner rather than later. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the week. Have a good day. Tomorrow I will not be here. When I return on Sunday, it will be a chill podcast in the morning, followed by Sweet It In chill gameplay streaming, and then at night.
All right, Phil, no one cares. God, go on your break, bro. You need it. This has been an extremely rough week for you, bro. You need the day off. Go chill with Soulmate. Go do something productive. Take her to the zoo finally, for God's sakes. Anyway, so yeah, it's just more cope from Phil. I love how he wants to bring up the kick viewers. They were distracting him. Phil, Come on, bro. You got a small little window for your kick subs. You can simply ignore them. You don't have to react to them. It's lame, bro. It's lame blaming the chat for why you got beat. And you got beat badly. Those pro players are good, bro, and you just can't hang. And instead of just saying you can't hang, you have to come up with this cope. And that's the reason why you were angry and seething and annoyed. And another reason why you decided to ban DarksydeDabbing and the other person was because, of course, I highlighted the fact that these people were in the Kino chat trolling on you and mocking you and laughing at you. So, of course, you know, whenever Doody has to make a video, you have to, of course, react. Let's see if you do it for Dr. Lexus, who essentially snaked you tonight. I love how he said it was 45 subs that he dropped. No, he dropped 44 subs. He dropped 44 subs. It was for $220, and if you can go check the stream out, he actually says $220. Of course, he was memeing the 220 meme. And yeah, right after he did that, he went straight to the Kino stream and told Kino Casino, oh, I tipped the 220 to troll him. And essentially that was going to be his last member bomb or sub bomb to Phil. So you can kiss that goodbye. So of course, Doody asked the question, is Phil going to be a man of his word and ban Dr. Lexus from his chat? I mean, he said he's not putting up with that nonsense. If you're snaking him on other people's chats, especially Kino Casino or Detractors, you're going to get banned. And that's what Dr. Lexus did. So I'm curious if Phil going to give him the Iron Chef Sakai excuse and let him pass because he was wailing out on him, or is he going to moderate and ban him? Should be very interesting. But yeah, this weekend was great. I mean, tonight was a great cap. The Kino Casino Gundam collab was amazing. Phil losing his mind during Street Fighter, DarksydeDabbing, and a few other dents getting banned and demodded. And then, of course, I think the last member or sub bomb from Dr. Lexus. So it should be interesting if Dr. Lexus isn't going to be around to prop up these streams anymore. Let's see what other whale. OIC is going to have some serious overtime, and he's going to have to make sure that that Velcro wallet is full of cash, because that's all he has left. Everyone else is gone. I mean, it took 8 months, but every single person that supported Phil and Kick is pretty much all but gone. Anyway, that's the video, folks. Enjoy your day off. You guys are going to have tons of content to watch. Peace out.